Hello, I'm Dr. Rizwan and I did my PhD from University of Wales, Aberystwyth, United Kingdom. Today I'm going to deliver a lecture on the methods of fertilizer application and the forms of the fertilizers. As you know very well, there are solid form and liquid forms. Solid form fertilizers are further distributed into different methods that you can adopt to benefit your crop. One is the called broadcasting, another one is the drilling and placement, and the third one is the location or spot application. In broadcasting, the basal application and top dressing, the two techniques are adopted, while in drilling and placement there is plow depth fertilizer application, that is deep placement, and a subsoil placement, while in location or spot application could be band placement, drill placement, side dressing, and pallet application. Whereas in liquid form, foliar application, fertigation, starter solution, direct soil application. If we talk about the broadcasting, then the manures and fertilizers are scattered uniformly over the field before planting the crop, incorporated by tilling or cultivating, and in standing crop by top dressing. Fertilizer is distributed manually over the cropped area. Disadvantages are it's a highly inefficient method, but it is adopted widely. If we talk about the basal application and the top dressing or basal, you can get idea from the word it should be applied just before sowing or planting and mix it with. And we have to look at the drilling and placement method. Fertilizers are placed in the soil furrows formed at the desired depth. Placement can be done by the following ways, that is plow soil placement, deep placement, and subsoil placement. In these three techniques or the methods, the fertilizers are applied or dropped with the requirement of the crop, and it should equally benefit to the growing points of the plant. If we talk about the location or spot application, there is a contact of drill placement, band placement, and pocket placement, side dressing, and pallet application. There are 5 ways we can adopt either, which is according to the requirement of the crop, and we can easily put the fertilizers to boost the crop yield and the actual requirement of the crop, because in these all techniques the fertilizers will reach to the root zone where they are spotted, and the plant can easily absorb these nutrients and can utilize in their physiological processes, which it will ultimately improve the plant structure and the reproduction of the plant as well. If we use the fertilizers as a band placement, it could be the hill placement, row placement, circular ring placement. These are the different ways will depend upon the nature of the crop and the soil available. If any of these three techniques we want to adopt any of one, we have to concentrate the correct amount of fertilizers. If we talk about the placement of fertilizer, why it is done? It is done for three reasons. Efficient use of plant nutrients from plant emergence to maturity to avoid the fixation of the plant, and other uses as well. If we talk about liquid form, it could be the foliar application, as we use herbicides and pesticides in our crops to protect from different diseases. The fertilizers are applied in a spray form, but fertigation is a different. Fertilizers are applied with irrigation water, starter solutions. The seeds are soaked before sowing in these nutrient solutions. Whereas in the fourth one category, there is direct soil application. Liquid fertilizers like anhydrous and ammonia and applied, they are directly to the soil with special injecting equipments. Liquid manures such as urine, sewage water and cattle shed washing are directly left into the field. This technique is quite common in the remote areas or the countryside. In foliar application, liquid fertilizers are sprayed on the crops. Benefits: highly efficient, special equipment required, high cost, and maximum benefit you can get out of it. In fertigation, fertilizer application along with irrigation, cold fertigation. It's a highly sophisticated technique. The correct amount of fertilizers are made and they are applied with the irrigation water. The irrigation water should penetrate in the deep root zone, which will benefit the crop. Rest of all, method of application. The method of application should be chosen according to the nutrient, crop, soil and cultivation method. Nitrogen application should be done in splits and slow release made to minimize losses. Frequent application in small quantity through foliar application. While urea can be used cured with the soil, phosphatic fertilizers should also be used in certain quantities and amounts. Phosphatic fertilizers give better response when placed in bands near the plant rows. Potassic fertilizers can be applied in one dose as basal application. By using all NPK fertilizers in proper amount and correct doses, you can get maximum benefits of these crops. Thank you very much, Dr. Rizwan.